Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome. Actually, hold on one second. I gotta fix my mic. Okay, there we go. I want to talk about a few things in this video. I've combined a few things here. I want to talk about season 11 and what's going on with filming and stuff like that because we got kind of a minor update. I want to talk about Gimple because he talked about something that has been rumored for a while about the show ending within the next 2 years, and so he actually gave us all an answer to that, so I want to talk about that. Also, Angela Kang said that Maggie coming back is a spoiler, and then there's just a bunch of other things I want to talk about. So I'm combining all of that stuff in this video. Of course, the links for all this will be down below if you want to check out the articles that I'm referencing with this. Episode 14 is airing tomorrow, and then we're going to be getting the episode 15 trailer. I'm hoping that's not the last trailer breakdown I'm going to be doing because I want to see what the finale is going to look like. So hopefully a week tomorrow, we're going to get the trailer for the finale. I have a good feeling that we might, only because they want to show us what to expect next, right? Like, a lot of fans are going to be wondering, like, what happens next? We just watched episode 15. Maybe Gabriel died in that episode, and, you know, the Horde is going through Alexandria or something. It's this crazy cliffhanger. We all want to know what happens next. So maybe we actually get that in a trailer, and then, yeah, it'll just be a lot of fun to talk about, to be honest. Because Maggie is going to be returning in that episode. She could be back in 15, at the end of 15. It's very possible, but in my opinion, I think it's going to be the finale. I don't really think she filmed too much for season 10. I think she comes back with the Commonwealth, and it's just like this. It's a big statement, and it moves us forward to going to season 11. But we'll talk about all that stuff in this video. I'm not sure if I warned you guys for spoilers, but yeah, this will contain spoilers, obviously, for episodes 1 to 13 of season 10. I also do want to mention, I'll leave a link to this down below. I'm not sure if any of you guys have checked it out, but Andrew Lincoln saying goodbye to Denai Guerrera, and yeah, it's just super nice to actually see him because Andrew Lincoln, like, he disappears, right? He doesn't have any sort of social media, anything. You can't follow or keep up with him at all. So yeah, it was kind of nice to see him. Now that I've seen him, weirdly, I feel like the Rick Grimes movies are really happening, for sure happening. Like, I know they're happening, but seeing him and just him saying goodbye to Denai Guerrera, kind of being involved in like the Walking Dead universe in a way. Anyways, let's talk about season 11 and what's going on right now. Angela King actually did an interview, and she said that season 11 hasn't really been affected that much right now because they're several weeks away from filming. Because like I was saying in previous videos, filming has already been pushed back like 3 weeks. So they're filming like at the end of May, which is 2 months from now. And so things could be a lot better by then. I mean, maybe not, maybe it's a lot worse, but we could be at a point there where things are starting to get better. Again, like with everything going on right now, you kind of have to take it week by week. Things seem a little bit better, all of a sudden the next day it just jumps up, and then the next day is a little better, and the next day it jumps up again. You know what I mean? So I personally think it's going to be delayed a little bit more. But I feel better that even though it's already been delayed 3 weeks, that if they start to film at the very, very end of May, they'll still be able to have season 11 come out in October. So even if they get delayed another month until the end of June sort of thing, end of June, early July, I think they'll still be able to get those episodes out. Like they might have to air it in November, but they should be able to get it out. If they start filming at the end of August, then I'm a little more concerned. But as of now, it seems like season 11 hasn't really been affected that much. It's just something that we're going to have to follow over the next month, and I think in a month from now we're most likely going to know. The weird thing is that we still have other shows to watch. Like, we're all like talking about season 11, but we still have Fear the Walking Dead season 6. That has to air somewhere, right? And then we also have The Walking Dead World Beyond. That also has to air. Like, they started filming before Fear the Walking Dead. So yeah, I'm sure those episodes are definitely going to be airing sometime in the late summer because they have to have them come out before October, right? Like, if The Walking Dead season 11 is able to actually air in October, they somehow have to have World Beyond air before that. And then also Fear the Walking Dead, unless that gets pushed off another year. I'm not sure. Everything is a little weird right now. And yeah, but that's basically the update, is that filming hasn't really been affected, at least according to Angela Kang. It's been pushed back 3 weeks, but that's not really that big of a deal, right? One other thing that I do want to talk about is that Gimple actually said that the show isn't ending within the next 2 years, and that means that it's likely going to go past season 12, which I already kind of knew, but there were a lot of rumors last summer that the show was going to, or maybe it was like last fall, last summer, last fall, it was last year anyways, that the show would be ending after season 10. And I thought it was ridiculous at first, but I kept thinking, well, maybe they're really trying to push these movies. Maybe that's why this third show's coming out. Maybe the show really is ending. But no, Gimple said that the plan isn't to end within the next 2 years. They're still going to be going on. And I do believe that. I think the show will get to season 15 easily. We definitely have at least 5 more seasons. We'll see what happens after that, but for sure 5 more seasons. I think the end of season 12 will take us to the end of the Commonwealth arc, and then then going forward, we're going to have this like totally different story. It'll be all original. We're not going to know what to expect. For me, if I'm making any predictions on anything, I can't go based off comic material because there's no more comic material to adapt from, right? So I'm glad he said that, because now I'm just gonna always refer to this right here. Gimple said the show isn't ending within the next 2 years, and obviously he would know. And I just don't see AMC ending the show, especially since the show's getting really good ratings right now. Story-wise, the show is just the best right now, so I just don't see the point in ending it, you know? Just keep going. We have Maggie coming back, and the Rick Grimes movies is going to renew a lot of interest. I mean, The Walking Dead definitely is alive. It's in a weird place right now because of everything going on, but once that Rick movie comes out, like depending on where we're at in the story on the television show, I mean, expect a lot of interest in the Dead universe to just like spike. One other thing I do want to talk about is the fact that Angela King said that Maggie coming back is a spoiler and that she can't really say how, talk about how or anything. She really just can't talk about it at all, but it's a spoiler. And to me, the way I'm interpreting that is that the reason why she can't talk about it and even say when she's going to be back or anything, if it's even brief or whatever, is because all of that is too spoilery, right? Like if she says, well, she makes a brief appearance this season or something like that, then that basically confirms to me, I think, that she's returning with the Commonwealth. That'll be the cliffhanger. Maggie returns, and then she has the, you know, all those troops in the back. Eugene, Yumiko, Ezekiel, Princess, they're all going to be shocked by seeing her. I guess not Princess. She probably won't be that shocked by seeing Maggie, but the troops for sure. Unless that happens at the end of 15, we see them, but at the end of 16, maybe they all make it back and save them. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know what to expect, to be honest, from this finale and how exactly the Commonwealth are going to be handled this season, because we're not going to get a lot of it. It's going to be like a brief appearance. It really will be really brief. We'll probably see the white, you know, uniform. We'll see their like riot gear or whatever, but that'll basically be it for the most part. And I think that's what I'm really excited about overall, is that I've watched episode 14 and they definitely set up a lot of things in there that I think hint that the Commonwealth will be, they'll make their debut this season. They're going to set up a lot of stuff in here for season 11. And it's just exciting to think about, because the Commonwealth arc, I don't think was handled that well in the comic. And the reason why I say that is because the entire time we thought we were building to something that would actually matter, and we never really did. It just ended up being, you know, it was Rick's final story. That was basically it. And it just, to me, the Commonwealth arc really just served as the final Rick philosophy story. It wasn't like a villain or anything like that. It was someone that they were trying to work with, and Rick was trying to really fight for his ideas, and he died for those ideas. And that was basically it. That was kind of the final thing. But obviously, we know, like I talked about in this video, Gimple plans to go on past season 12. So they're going on way farther than that, which means, I mean, they could do a time jump after the Commonwealth arc. They could, you know, I don't think they're going to do that ending. I just don't see it. And I'm not going to spoil it here for those that haven't read it, but I don't see them doing, you know, what they did in issue 192, 191. I don't see them doing that. I think they'll, I don't know. I just don't see them doing that, but they'll have to change some stuff. And I think the fun part of this summer is going to be hearing all the casting for all the characters. Because last year we didn't get really any news because there was no new casting for the most part. There were a couple characters like Virgil and Gamma, right? We talked about them a little bit, but overall we didn't really get that much casting. Next year we're going to be getting Pamela, Mercer, Sebastian. I think there's a character named Lance. There's quite a bit of characters. There's a lot of new characters. They could also introduce, you know, completely original characters to the show. That's going to be the interesting thing, though, is Pamela and Mercer. Who's going to be playing those two characters? Mercer's a really awesome character. I really can't wait to see who's going to play him, because, I was a big fan of him in the comic. Pamela, too, I was a big fan of as well. She definitely was more of the villain, but I still was a fan of her. She's the new governor, and they're going to be calling her governor, which is going to be so weird because everyone's going to be like, oh, everyone's going to be referring to her as the new governor. And her son, I mean, I don't think he's going to come across as annoying, but he could. And actually, I think he should, because I think it would be better for the story since her son is more of the villain of that entire group anyway. So there's definitely some things they can work with there to branch out into some more, you know, original stories. Overall, though, I am very hyped. I'm super excited for you guys to watch episode 14. I guess I won't talk about it too much. My review for that will be coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that, followed by a trailer breakdown for episode 15. That'll be the final episode for I don't know how many months. It could be a month. It might be 3 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, 12 weeks. I have no idea. But of course, I'll keep all of you guys updated. So I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. And if you want more Walking Dead content like this, maybe consider subscribing. But I'll see you guys in the next one.